You know, every rep counts, everything in the gym counts. Like, don't leave anything on the table, don't pussyfoot it around the gym, all those things. But a lot of the times what I'm thinking throughout the day is like how important the mindset is on prep, how important keeping a good mental state on prep, how important that is to your overall success. Because I feel like a lot of times people tend to just focus on what they're doing in the gym, or just focusing on making sure that they're weighing out their meals gram for gram, which is extremely important. Those are non-negotiables. But sometimes I think that people overlook the mindset of things, and that doesn't just start when prep starts. You know, you can't just lock in right away when prep starts. You know, at 24 weeks out, 20 weeks out, whatever it is, that's not when you lock in mentally. You lock in mentally months before prep. Before I even like officially started my prep, I asked my coach, I'm like, hey man, you know, when are we thinking about the official start date of prep? And he texted me back and he's like, dude, you've been prepping for the past 2 years. And I'm like, yeah, damn, you're right. You know, and he put it in that perspective. And obviously I knew that I was treating my off season like a prep, but it was one of those times where I was like, damn, I had a good reflection moment. I was like, you know what? Every single workout has had what training with intent is not, is setting up your phone, setting up your camera, doing a half-ass set, reviewing your footage for 10 fucking minutes, and then going back under the bar or hopping back on the machine just to go through a few motions just so you can add a clip into whatever edit you're making. And you get excited to wake up for that life, and you wake up realizing that you have a mission. You have a mission every single day, and you're impacting people's lives in a positive way. Then when you hit those super low lows, it doesn't fucking matter, because those super low lows, yes, they will impact you. Yes, feel them, feel the highs, feel the lows. But if you let those highs and let those lows dictate your next day and dictate how you're going to go about achieving the mission, and let them dictate how you treat others, let them dictate your internal dialogue, all of these things, then you're just going to be stuck in the loop. So it's one of those things where it's like, yo, I feel like I'm rambling on at this point, but it's one of those things where it's like, learn from your successes, learn from your fucking failures. You're going to learn so much from both failing and from succeeding. And I feel like you don't really realize how much you're able to learn from your failures or your successes if you don't have that mission to wake up to every single day, if you don't have that drive, if you don't have that yearn and that need for that growth in every single thing you fucking do. Because then everything starts to align. Then you start to realize, okay, this is what I failed at, this is what I learned from it, this is how it's going to help me get to the end goal. Okay, this is what I succeeded at, this is what I learned from it, this is what I'm going to do next time to get to my end goal and beyond. Ooh, that's going down. Good thing I have good flexibility. All right, folks, we are here back at the gym again. About to film a 3 weeks out, a leg day for you. 3 weeks out from my regional show right now. Things are really starting to click now. So I'm pretty fucking excited. I mean, I'm getting leaner by the day. This morning I was 240.6. I've been chilling around that 240 to 241 point, but visually just getting leaner every freaking day. So that's what's keeping me going. I wouldn't consider my food super low right now. I think I'm eating like, what, 3180 calories right now. And then my refeeds are like fucking 4,800, which is real nice. Yeah, things are starting to really click. Mixed up my pre on the way here, but I already drank it. But what my pre was, because I had to wait for the mics to charge, pre was it was 1 scoop of Hostility V2 with the new grape apple flavor, with 2 scoops of pineapple bloodshot. That might sound weird, you guys, but it was the shit. It tasted really freaking good. Maybe it's because I'm on prep and my taste buds are all out of whack right now, but that was the pre-combo today. It is currently 5:30 right now, so that's why I didn't do 2 scoops of Hostility, just because I didn't want that amount of caffeine before going to bed, because usually my bedtime is around 11:30 recently on prep. But we got a brand new fresh tub here of Silo 9 blueberry lemonade. It's kind of that point of prep right now, y'all, where it's like I'm living in a box. And I think it's a good thing, because I really thrive when I live in a box. When I just put my head down, I grind. My daily routine every day is the same exact thing. It does not change, and that's what's gonna make me successful. That's what keeps my mind off some of the things on prep. Things haven't been too hard yet, really mentally or physically. I'd say this week they started to ease up a little bit, just because I started to get used to things a little bit more with the energy balance. But it's that point in prep where it's like, yo, if I need to shut myself out from a lot of other distractions, then I'm gonna shut myself out from distractions. You know, if I gotta change up the places where I'm training because there is a certain machine on certain body part days that I really like and I'm feeling it much better, especially on prep when, you know, training is one of the biggest variables to keep consistent, you know, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to train at different gyms based upon how my body is feeling, based upon my daily schedule. So that's why you guys have seen me here, but it's because I'm being selfish right now. It's because I'm being selfish for my own success, where my main mission when I enter the gym, just like every time I enter the gym, it's not just because I'm on prep, but my main mission when I'm coming into the gym is going to be train my fucking balls off, put my head down, don't talk to anybody, and then get back home, recover, rinse and repeat every single fucking day. So that's where I'm at right now mentally. Sometimes it's nice to just switch up the atmosphere a little bit alongside switching up equipment. That's why you guys haven't seen the last 2 videos me being at top line, but that's completely fine. I still love top line, but it's at that point in prep where I'm being selfish. I gotta live in a box, I gotta stay in that box, and that's what I gotta do, and that's what I'm gonna do for success. You know, it's like one of those things where the dieting and the training and all that shit, that's the easy part in my opinion, but it's like the mentality side of things, the mental side of things, where if there's doubts that start to creep in, you know, that's where things start to get hard in my opinion, not just from my own personal experience, but from other experiences as well with other athletes that I've coached. So if you can keep yourself in that headspace of, yo, I'm making progress every single day, I'm embracing this, I am blessed to be able to do this, then fuck, man, prep goes by so quick. Like, I can't believe I'm already 3 weeks out from my first show already. And it doesn't even seem like I'm 3 weeks out. I'm looking 3 weeks out. There's times where I'm feeling 3 weeks out mentally and physically. But, you know, when I'm keeping busy and I'm living in that box and I'm making sure that all my ducks are in a row, I'm making sure all the people that I got to take care of are getting taken care of, and every day I'm checking the boxes of my non-negotiables, then prep just flies by. We got a leg day today. Today's gonna be it's gonna be both hamstring and quad focus. We pulled back my volume just a little bit on my leg days, just because it was taking me like 5 days to recover my legs, and it was impeding my next session even after a rest day. So we pulled back volume a little bit, but still keeping intensity high. So we're gonna be still training everything to failure, but my volume's a little bit lower from what it used to be. But yeah, those are things you gotta do sometimes on prep. And it's like, yo, if your coach says we're pulling volume down a little bit, or even if he says we're bringing your intensity back a little bit, then you gotta listen to him. Your coach knows best. And so right now, he said, yo, we're pulling volume back with these exercises, we're pulling out this exercise, but I still want you to train to absolute failure, then that's what I'm gonna fucking do. I mean, if you tell me to do it, I'm gonna do it. And that's how you make changes every single fucking day. That's how you make changes every single week. And that's how you walk home with that pro card. All right, so we just start off with adductors. So warmed up my hamstrings a little bit, warmed up my adductors, did like 3 sets of these adductors. Just finished my top set, full stacked it. I'm gonna probably add another 15 pounds, a little addition thing there. People neglect adductors so much. You know, when you see somebody on stage and they got a super big thigh gap in their back double bicep, or their front relaxed or back relaxed, you know, you don't want that thigh gap. You want to have some thick ass adductors that are touching. I've built on my adductors so much over the past 2 years that I chafe like crazy. And that's weird, because you're like, oh, Nick, you're men's physique, you're not supposed to have big legs. Well, watch me, motherfucker, all right? And I do. And my chafing definitely is a sign of that too. But adductors help me so much when it comes to my other exercises, okay? My compounds. Even though I don't really have heavy, compounds in here anymore. Like, I don't have RDLs in the plan anymore, or safety bar squats, just because of how fatiguing they were for me. Well, recently on as prep, you know, got a little bit more intense, but we got one more set here. Gonna film this one and then move on to hamstrings and show you guys that. I'm gonna show you guys every step of the way. Gonna make as little cuts as possible, and kind of show you guys what we're doing here. So 2 top sets here, feeling around that 12 to 15 range. It's gonna be a good one. The pump I get from adductors is wild, second to none. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, damn. Today's one of those days where it's just, instead of music, it's just Machiavelli motivation on repeat. Not because I'm down on myself, but sometimes I want to switch it up. Sometimes I just want to hear motherfuckers yelling, grunting. Sometimes I just want to hear the motivational talks in those videos. And shit, man, it does something to you when you're training, especially when you're on prep. Because it's one of those days where it's like, yo, I just want to hear motherfuckers screaming, and I want to hear people grunting. Every fucking set, I'm thinking to myself in the gym, whether it's leg day or whether it's arm day, I'm thinking to myself, don't fucking cut yourself short, okay? Go all in. Be intense. Life is intense, so why not be intense with everything you fucking do? Right now, we got first hamstring exercise. We got this ham tractor, ham curl thing. I did my first top set, so between my sets, I've been charging this mic because it's dead as shit. First top set was supposed to be that 8 to 10 range. And then we're gonna drop the weight just a little bit, not because we're doing a back off, but because now we're gonna be reaching that 10 to 15 range, still hitting failure within that range. So just because I say 10 to 15 doesn't mean I'm stopping at 10, doesn't mean I'm stopping at 15. Like, what the fuck's the point of that? If I'm gonna give myself a rep range, you know, you best believe that within that rep range, I'm not gonna be able to move the weight for a single other rep. People mess that up within their own training. They think their body knows what a rep range is. They think their body knows what 12 reps is. No, your body doesn't give a fuck about that. All your body cares about is tension. How much tension is on the muscle? Are you exhausting that muscle? Are you giving it a reason to adapt once you leave that gym? Are you forcing a stimulus upon it enough that is great enough to force that adaptation? So it's like, that's one of the things that, you know, I messed up when I was coming up with training, coming into bodybuilding, was, you know, not really making that realization and kind of half-assing everything just because of the hypertrophy rep range. No, train the muscle to complete failure, rep range of 8 to 25, okay? Keep it there, and you'll still build muscle. Keeping the tempo real slow. Oh, fuck. Partials now. Oh, God. Replicate a set like that with every single set of every exercise you do, and then complain to me that you can't fucking build muscle, because you won't be complaining. First working exercise for quads here. We got this prime leg extension, best leg extension I've ever used. I freaking love this one. Quads are already pumped as hell so far, and I've only done 2 like warm-up sets on here. First set here is gonna be heavy, around that 8 to 10. That's where we're trying to fail, keeping a good tempo. And then at the end, once we hit that complete failure, we go partials. All right, here we go. Haven't used this machine in a while, so not sure if this is gonna be top set weight or not. But we got one set here, heavy, good tempo, keeping it slow, keeping it controlled. Let's see how this shit feels. God damn it. Oh yeah. Come on. Come on. Ooh, that's going down. Good thing I have good flexibility. Fuck. All right, I'll tell you what training with intent is and isn't. Training with intent is going for a set with max out intensity, hitting that set so you can't hit it no further, resting, recovering, letting your heart rate come down, hitting again, repeating that cycle for every single fucking exercise of every set. What training with intent is not is setting up your phone, setting up your camera, doing a half-ass set, reviewing your footage for 10 fucking minutes, and then going back under the bar or hopping back on the machine just to go through a few motions just so you can add a clip into whatever edit you're making. You can keep doing the second option. I don't care. But I'll tell you what you're not gonna see. Physique progress. Ending quads with a burnout of leg extensions. So this is my last set here. Not even going for a rep range. I'm just going till we can't move this shit no more. I had for my top sets earlier, I had 6 plates on here. Dropped down to 4 now. I don't even know. I think my set before this one, I got like 12 with including partials. So just moving it till we can't move it. No more lines in my legs because I'm so pumped. That's the goal. Yeah, ending legs with 1 set each of these standing hamstring curls, just exhausting the shit out of them, and then having a drop set for each leg. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. All right, drop set. Dropping it by about 30%, 40%. God. Come on! Fuck! Ooh! Oh! Oh my God. Oh, fuck. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh. Maybe this will work. Okay, so the mics might die, but that was the workout for you guys. So today I kind of did one of the things I was supposed to do was I was supposed to do a different type of leg press, but instead I did the squat press. Felt fine. I actually really liked it. Probably could have pulled another plate off of each end and gotten a little bit more reps, but I was supposed to go pretty heavy with just that first set. Yeah, overall it felt like a great workout. It's those points in prep where it's like, you know, every rep counts, everything in the gym counts. Like, don't leave anything on the table, don't pussyfoot it around the gym, all those things. But a lot of the times what I'm thinking throughout the day is like how important the mindset is on prep, how important keeping a good mental state on prep, how important that is to your overall success. Because I feel like a lot of times people tend to just focus on what they're doing in the gym or just focusing on making sure that they're weighing out their meals gram for gram, which is extremely important. Those are non-negotiables. But sometimes I think that people overlook the mindset of things. And that doesn't just start when prep starts. You know, you can't just lock in right away when prep starts. You know, at 24 weeks out, 20 weeks out, whatever it is, that's not when you lock in mentally. You lock in mentally months before prep. Before I even like officially started my prep, I asked my coach, I'm like, hey man, you know, when are we thinking about the official start date of prep? And he texted me back and he's like, dude, you've been prepping for the past 2 years. And I'm like, yeah, damn, you're right. You know, and you put it in that perspective. And obviously I knew that I was treating my off season like a prep, but it was one of those times where I was like, damn, I had a good reflection moment. I was like, you know what? Every single workout has had the intent of going pro, the intent of having that pro standard physique. Yes, there's going to be good workouts and bad workouts in between there in the off season and in prep. If it wasn't for winning my day, winning my week, winning my month, and then winning the past 2 years on a daily basis, you know, when there's ups in life and there's downs in life, still winning when there's ups and still winning when there's downs, and not having those ups and downs affect you from that vision, from that mission, that gets you one step closer to that end goal, okay? And that end goal is never going to be just getting a pro card. The end goal is never going to be just getting on stage. The end goal is never just going to be placing first call-outs at a show. You know, the end goal for me, it's like once I notice that I'm achieving the end goal, I'm gonna set the next goal, okay? And I think that's super important too, especially in the off season for people, is to realize that like, yes, it's really good to have small goals along the way and then have that one big goal at the end. But what happens when you reach that big goal at the end? You know, a lot of times you are gonna be like, well, shit, what do I do now? It's one of those things where I've kind of just built that into my mindset over the years, where that growth mindset, that mindset of I'm not fucking satisfied until I reach my max potential and whatever it is I'm doing. It doesn't even have to be bodybuilding. It can be business. It can be coaching. It can be me prepping people. It can be always improving my craft at whatever it is I'm doing. When you have a life focused around an obsession that makes you happy, that's impacting other people, because when you wake up and you live a life and and you get excited to wake up for that life, and you wake up realizing that you have a mission. You have a mission every single day, and you're impacting people's lives in a positive way. Then when you hit those super low lows, it doesn't fucking matter, because those super low lows, yes, they will impact you. Yes, feel them. Feel the highs, feel the lows. But if you let those highs and let those lows dictate your next day and dictate how you're going to go about achieving the mission, and let them dictate how you treat others, let them dictate your internal dialogue, all of these things, then you're just going to be stuck in the loop. So it's one of those things where it's like, yo, I feel like I'm rambling on at this point, but it's one of those things where it's like, learn from your successes, learn from your fucking failures. You're going to learn so much from both failing and from succeeding. And I feel like you don't really realize how much you're able to learn from your failures or your successes if you don't have that mission to wake up to every single day, if you don't have that drive, if you don't have that yearn and that need for that growth in every single thing you fucking do. Because then everything starts to align. Then you start to realize, okay, this is what I failed at, this is what I learned from it, this is how it's going to help me get to the end goal. Okay, this is what I succeeded at, this is what I learned from it, this is what I'm going to do next time to get to my end goal and beyond. But anyway, I feel like I'm just rambling on at this point. It's just the prep brain talking right now, I guess. But I got a post-workout meal to go smash, and then another meal after that to end the night, and then still, I'm still putting stuff away in the house. I'm building stuff. I'm building a big-ass kitchen vanity right now for one of our walls in the kitchen where there's not any countertop space. I got to build some shelves, but it's really nice because I have a garage and I'm able to, you know, have space and build these things, which is really nice. But it's also kind of a nice outlet. Put a podcast on, use the tools, you know, get my hands dirty, because that's what I grew up with doing. I grew up doing, you know, labor-intensive work, manual labor. So it's really nice to have a house where I'm able to have a basement with my tools down there, where I'm able to have a garage where I can, you know, hang up a deer when it's deer season and process wild game out there. So I'm just really grateful to have this house and my girlfriend be living with me, and just, you know, being in a spot where I'm surrounded by a lot of great people. I'm part of an amazing fucking team. Shout out Hostile, shout out Fuad and all those guys. And shout out to all you guys too watching. You guys are great for always. Thanks for using my code. Always thanks for supporting me. Check out the new hats that dropped. These are the new Hostile hats. Absolutely love these trucker hats. These are freaking awesome. New hoodies. This is the Speed Shop hoodie. These have been out. And then I forgot what new shirt I have underneath here, but I was cold in the gym today, so didn't take the hoodie off. But anyway, that's it for the video, you guys. I'll see you in the next one.